This tutorial was a requested tutorial based upon a speed modeling video. The link to the video is in the description. I start with a simple plane. In edit mode, I select two of the vertices and using the M key, I merge them at the center. This will give me the triangle. I change the transform orientation to normal so I can extrude the edges out along their normals. I select each edge individually and using the E key, I then extrude each edge out along its normals by 1 unit. I then add a subdivision surface modifier with 2 levels. I then select the center face and extrude up along the Z-axis. I then add a horizontal edge loop using Ctrl R and slide it down toward the bottom of the center face. This will provide some further support and definition to the face. I change the transform orientation back to global. In vertex select mode, I select the 6 vertices along the edges. Right-click and subdivide them. I select the 3 center vertices and using the G key, I move them up along the Z-axis until they're about the same height as the center face. Then using the S key, I scale the vertices in toward the center of the hat. Then with the outer vertices selected, I scale them in toward the center of the hat. From there, I need to scale the vertices to narrow portions of the hat. In object mode, I apply the subdivision surface modifier, right-click and choose Shade Auto Smooth. Using Ctrl 2, I add another subdivision surface modifier, and then I apply it. For the stitches, I add a curve path object. In edit mode, I scale and move the curve into place on the side of the hat. I then extrude the 2 end vertices so they intersect with the hat. Under the object data properties, in the geometry section, I add some extrusion. I also add a bit of bevel. I also changed the resolution preview to 3 so it isn't so dense when I convert it to a mesh. In object mode, I right-click and convert the curve to a mesh. In edit mode, I delete unneeded faces and duplicate it, and then rotate it into position. I make sure I'm in material preview mode so I can see my materials. I split the viewport and open the shader editor. I add a new material for the hat. I change the base color to a dark brown. The hex code I'm using is 422916. I also change the roughness to a higher strength. I add a Voronoi texture and use the Node Wrangler add-on. I select the Voronoi texture and use Ctrl-T to add a texture coordinate and mapping node. I change the texture coordinate from generated to object. I connect the color of the Voronoi texture to the height of the bump map. I connect the bump map to the normal of the principled shader. I then change the scale of the Voronoi texture and the strength of the bump node. I then click on the fake user so my material won't be deleted. I then make a new material for the stitch. I make sure the hat still has the first material applied. I then select the stitch and apply the second material, making any changes as needed. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and turn on notifications. If you want to request a tutorial, please leave a comment below. Have a good day.